Okay, today I am showing you how to make a bag tag, a personalized bag tag using HTV and faux leather. So first we're going to open up our Locklick Studio and we're going to change this millimeter to inches. So we're going to right click on that, select inches. Then we're going to go to text, add a text here. I'm going to put my name. And then I'm going to select a font. Right here we have the Locklick fonts, but I want to use my own fonts. So I'm going to check out the system. This is where all the fonts go. Well, when you download a font from, say, Font Bundles, and then you install it to your computer, all of the fonts that you have in your system will go to system. So these are your, but they will only be added when you've closed out the app and restarted it. Okay, so now I want to try to find a pretty font or cool font, whatever kind of font you want. I gotta make sure to pick a font that won't be too large, because I do have a long name. I would just right click, copy, right click, paste, because I kind of like that, but I want to see what else we can come up with. Okay. I think I like this one. Okay, so 6 inches is going to be pretty large. Well, first we're going to delete these. Okay, now what we're going to do is go up here to this little offset. Well, first we want to change the color of this. So let's just make it red for now. Go to our offset. Okay, let's make this. Go to our offset. Okay, we want to make sure there are no little holes like this right here. We don't want those holes in there. So we're going to make it as big as we can. Oh, I forgot. Okay. What not? Oh, you gotta select it. You gotta select it. Then select offset. Then do this. Okay. Now that we have no holes and it's completely like that. Now we're gonna confirm it. Now there it is. Now we can move this. Okay, but well, we gotta size it again. We're gonna select all so that we can move it. We don't want to unite it yet. Well, we're not. We want to make it 5 inches. Okay. Now, I'm gonna move this Move this over here. Now we're going to copy, paste, horizontal flip. Okay, this needs to go away. Okay, put that 10 and a half or so. Now we're going to go to shape, grab a rectangle tool, put it over here like this. I think that's good. And make it, okay, now we're going to select all of this. We're going to go to center vertically. Now that's got us right there. Okay, oh, that's not good enough. Okay, we're going to, this needs to be at 11 inches now. So we need this thing to be a little bigger. Okay, let's try this. I think everything should be still aligned, but we're gonna do it. Oh, see. Okay. And that's what it's going to look like. And now we're going to contour this. Oh, we have to unite this, okay? So we're gonna select this, unite. Okay, there we have it. Now this can fit in there. But we're gonna make 2 separate cuts because we're gonna have to use 2 separate materials. So we're gonna first load our machine with our faux leather. We're gonna hide this. And hide that. And we're gonna cut this. So now we're gonna head on over to the Locklick and prepare our mat. Oh, first we wanna make sure we've got this in a, we're gonna need to put tape around our faux leather to keep it in place. Even though we're going to use a strong grip mat, we still need to tape our leather down so it doesn't move. So we need to make sure we have enough space to put our tape here. I think this will be good. Wherever you put your element on this mat is where it's going to be cut out at, if that makes sense. Okay, so now we're going to go connect device. I connected it with the Bluetooth. Now we're going to go down here. We're going to select our material, which you have to select either Locklick or HTV Ront. Other doesn't do anything, no matter what you do. And this doesn't have faux leather, so I'm going to use my cardstock setting, and I will be switching my blade to the 60-degree blade. But I'm going to up the force to about 5. Okay. Now we're going to head on over to the Locklick and set up our mat. Okay, first what we need to do is cut our leather. Just a little tip to keep your rolls of vinyl or rolls of leather, whatever else. You can use these little slat bracelets to keep your rolls rolled up. But yeah, now we need to cut our our leather. I'm using this. We need about 2 inches. I'm just gonna, there we go. Nice even cut. And we have we need a strong grip mat. We're gonna lay our faux leather right side down. It's not quite 12 inches. It's not 12 inches. It's supposed to be 12 inches. Why you lie about the inches? And as you can see, it does not want to stick down, mainly because it's a short piece. And it's still got that curve in it. So we're definitely going to take this down with our painter's tape. I'm actually going to cut this tape in half, long ways. Just like that. Now we're gonna change the blade. I'm gonna push it out here. Pull it out. You get this little box of blades. Now we're going to remove our blade. And we're just going to drop that right in there. Okay, the blade looks clean, but I want to clean it before I start anyways. I'm going to take a ball of aluminum foil and I'm just going to poke that in there. That cleans off all the little lint particles that may be on there from other cuts. Okay, put your blade back in the machine. Okay, now I'm going to load the machine. I'm going to take both hands. Make sure you have pressure on both sides evenly. And then push this. It went in straight, so we're good. Now I'm going to head over to the computer and push the cut button. It's showing us on the mat right here. Now we're just going to click start. Load. And we can just peel this right off. And there we have our little bag tag. Okay, now what we need to do is decide what color vinyl we want to use. So I think I'm going to go with white. And we're going to load up our machine, or load up our mat with our HTV. Okay, I have my HTV. I just need to cut it. And we're going to need to put the shiny side down. And we're going to need to mirror our design. So we need to make sure we have our vinyl on this side because it's going to go to this side. And of course I want to tape down my vinyl just to be safe. Okay, also remove the blade because we don't need that blade anymore. I'm gonna move over to the computer. Done with this. So we're gonna close this one out. Okay, now we're gonna go to layer. We're gonna make that visible. Now we're gonna hide this, and we're gonna move this over to here. Then we're gonna connect device. Then we are going to, we're gonna change this to basic 8 transfer vinyl. There it is. And we gotta mirror the image. So canvas mirror, we're gonna mirror horizontally. Okay. Oh, we gotta select our folder up here. Now select cut. And then you can see it's been mirrored and it's all the way on the right side of the mat. We just click, select start. Okay, now that that's finished, we're going to unload. Now I'm going to go cut this and then weed it. Okay, now for the fun part. We're going to apply the vinyl to the faux leather. We just need to line it up where we want it. Okay. We want to make sure not to let our press touch right here where it's on the vinyl, because from experience, learning from experience, it will leave a little mark right there. Okay, now what else we're going to need is some kind of keychain ring or something. And we'll need, that'll be last. We'll need a Teflon sheet just to protect our leather here. So my mini press is set to the temperature. It's at 320, which it may be a little high, but it's okay. And we're just going to press for a few seconds at a time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just go back and forth a couple times. Okay. We're going to let that cool off. Okay, I'm going to lay this on the cool tabletop there. Okay, that's cool. Now I'm going to peel slowly just to see if it's stuck. And I can see that there's a little bit, it wanted to come up, so I'm going to press again. I'm just going to at this point, you want to grab out some glue. I like to use wood glue for this project. You could probably use some fabric glue, but for me, the wood glue works the best. I like the finished product, the finished results or whatever. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now let's slowly peel it, make sure it's not coming up, and it's not. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to take our little tab, our little keychain or whatever. You'll need to fold this so that you can fit it in there. Just pull it through to the little tab there. And at this point, this is where we're going to apply our glue. Okay, now you're going to need something to protect your surface, such as some wax paper, parchment paper. I'm using a silicone mat. You're going to need a little cup of water. You're going to need a paintbrush and some type of glue. Like I said, I prefer wood glue, but you could use a fabric glue. So now we've got to glue this down. So open up your glue and just apply to your leather and then just brush it on. Go all the way to the edge. Okay, now I want to make sure this glue doesn't get on the other side, so I'm going to wipe that up. Then we're just going to fold this over and place it how it's supposed to go. Flush the other piece. Just kind of work it around. Okay, and then you just let that dry. I like to sit a book or something kind of somewhat heavy on it while it dries. So you can do that. I would say give it about 24 hours to dry completely. And I will be back tomorrow or just later on to show you the dried results. Okay, and here is our finished bag tag. Or keychain, whatever you want to call it. Now, you might see some extra little fuzzies like right there and right there. So we're just going to take a lighter and kind of burn those off. And there we have it. So pretty. I will leave the links to everything used in the description. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see what I make next, click the subscribe button, ring that little bell so you will be notified of my next uploads. I just like to make stuff. So if you like to make stuff too, please come join me over here at Sam's Signature. You can also visit my website, samssignature.com, to check out my blog, to check out my store, or just to get any inspiration for your own crafts. So see you next time. Have a great day.
Bye.